Good morning. Real estate markets are red hot throughout the US, and that creates opportunities for movers. And we're going to show you how. My name is Steve Fecco. I'm president of BDE Marketing, a digital marketing agency that exclusively works with moving companies to grow their online brand and generate lead flow through their own website. And after 30 years in the moving and relocation industry, I've seen a lot. But boy, 2020 and 2021 in the current real estate market is something unlike we've seen historically. Last year was a year of boom and bust. Started out really strong economy, very strong stock market, good real estate market, low interest rates. Then, man, things changed in the second half of the first quarter. But we determined that moving is essential business, and there's a lot of pent up real estate demand and a lot of conditions that influence a lot of people to change their lifestyle and their living situation. And real estate market, and therefore the moving industry, flourished in the second half of 2020. And the results kind of showed in the existing home sales for 2020, where we saw gains of anywhere from 18 to 27% across the country in existing home sales. Wow. And all the real estate stats in 2020 were just through the roof. Home sales and prices were up double-digit amounts. Average days on market were less than a third of what they typically are. The average house sold for more than 100% of asking price, unheard of in the market, where normally houses sell between 90 and 95% of the listing price. The amount homes on inventory have dropped from an average of 3 to 6 months to less than a month. Demand way outstripping supply. So the home sales were extremely hot in 2020. And as we look into 2021, the trend is continuing, and we expect to see 2020 perhaps be the best year in real estate since 2005. So the sizzling real estate market is continuing. Interest rates continue to remain low. Builders are really starting to build a lot and catching up to the demand. The stimulus package, potential COVID and economic recovery as vaccines roll out, should help to keep the real estate trend very red hot in 2021. The only thing that could stop it is if there's not enough homes in inventory for people to buy. That could be the only thing that slows down the trend in 2021, as far as we can see right now. So when people buy and sell homes, they need to move. So movers' space are directly tied to real estate trends. 2020 was a boom year for most movers. I know all of my clients had significant double-digit gains in their web traffic and leads, particularly in the second half of the year. And 2021 promises to be very similar, at least the first half of the year. Again, second half of the year depends on home inventories. So with all this strong real estate opportunity out there, how can we take advantage of it to leverage it to grow our moving businesses? So we're going to talk about 3 ways that you can leverage the real estate trend to grow your business. First is your local realtors. You want to become best friends with your local real estate agents. I think most movers would agree that leads from real estate agents are probably the best leads you can get, other than repeat business. They tend to convert at a very high level, usually between 70 and 100%, and they tend to have no acquisition costs. You can't really ask for much more than that. That being said, very few movers proactively go after real estate relationships. And therefore, when Realogy polled their realtor community, they found that 70% of realtors do not refer or recommend a mover to their home buying and home selling customers. Why? Because they don't know of a mover, or don't have a personal relationship with a mover who they can trust to deliver high quality service on each move. So as you can see, that there's a big untapped market opportunity. And if even just a small amount of opportunity, you can have great results in terms of building realtor relationships and generating business from realtors. But these kind of relationships require a lot of work. This is not an easy thing. It takes time to build a relationship. A realtor is not going to refer to you just because you ask them to. It's going to require building their trust, showing them your credentials, demonstrating your capabilities, and being available for them when they need you. Anybody can be there, on the easy moves. It's when there's a difficult move or a challenge comes up, and you can step up to the plate to solve the realtor's problem and make the realtor look like a hero and not make the realtor look bad for referring to you. that's when the relationship really works. But it's worth the effort because of the highest quality leads you can get anywhere. You can create a residual stream of leads at the lowest acquisition cost and the highest margins available. So real, targeting realtors makes a whole lot of sense. And there's many ways you can go about targeting realtor relationships. You can do it as a very small part of your business, or you can go all in and really go after real estate relationships in a big way. I'll give you some examples of what some of our clients are doing. We have one client who has joined all the local real estate boards and meets with as many realtors as he can. They capture business email addresses, and then they created an email database where every month they're marketing. They're sending out a newsletter to the realtors in their local community to stay in touch with them, keep their brand in front of them. And then the final thing they do is they reward the realtors as a way to thank them and also to keep their brand in front of them. The little image up on the right-hand corner shows a Valentine gift box. It's a bunch of file boxes filled with boxes of chocolates, little heart balloons, little things that say, we love realtors, and this year, little masks. And they're dropping these off at literally hundreds of real estate offices around their marketplace where they have realtor relationships, again, as a way to keep their brand in front of the realtors and thank them for the business. So they do this 4 to 6 times a year at every major holiday, and it just keeps their brand name out there in front of them, and therefore they get a lot of referrals from the real estate community. Another client of mine does a Facebook and LinkedIn advertising campaign every month, not to consumers, but to realtors, asking them to come to a page where we talk about the benefits of partnering with them, and asking them to sign up, and then they capture their email addresses and then create a nurture campaign to stay in front of the realtor so that when the realtor's customer says, hey, do you have a good mover? They can recommend that this moving company's name is front and center with them. Finally, I have one of my clients made a conscious effort 7 years ago to build relationships with realtors and generate business from them. At first, she wasn't getting much traction because it takes a lot of time to build trust and to meet people to build trust. But after 7 years and a lot of phone calls, a lot of interactions, a lot of meetings, she now gets 80% of her residential business from the real estate community. 80%. So she doesn't have to worry about lead buying, or the importance of SEO and SEM is not quite as important to her because she's getting 80% of her business coming from realtors. And the way they're recommending her, like, hey, you've got to use her, she has almost 100% conversion rate of the leads she gets. So it took a whole lot of work, 7 years of networking and constant communication, but it's paid off in spades. And she has such a tight relationship with these realtors that she literally invited them to her wedding. And she has a Christmas party every year where she has between 100 and 200 realtors attend, and as a way of saying thank you for all of the referrals. So you don't have to go to the extent that I've just mentioned, but even a little bit of outreach and then follow up with the realtors to keep your name in front of them on an ongoing basis can help to drive a significant amount of new business without any cost and a high conversion. So you want to get involved. You want to join the local realtor groups. You want to participate in any events that the realtors are having, show that you care, show that you're involved, partner with them. It's also a good idea to offer some value, to offer some extra value that will help the realtor to solve the pressing issue they have right now. And the issue they have right now is people are buying and selling homes really quickly. They can't get their homes ready in time. They can't pick a mover in time and schedule a move date in the short time periods they have. And they also have problems because people need to put stuff into storage in order to fix their house up for sale, and also in between when they sell a house and they're able to buy a new house. Offering up some special, unique benefits that help them with these things can help you to stand out in the sea of movers and add more value in those realtor relationships. Switching topics. Anybody that's using a marketing company to do search optimization or marketing knows that content is king, and you need to blog all the time. You need to get links. You need to just publish as much content as possible. But there's only so much you can publish about moving without being redundant or getting a little bit boring. However, people love to talk about real estate. I mean, look at the popularity of HGTV. People just love real estate, all aspects of real estate. And right now, real estate is hot and it's in the popular zeitgeist. So if you can write about trends in real estate, particularly real estate trends in your local marketplace that are affecting your local consumers. For example, if you're in Chicago, there's a lot of movement from the city of Chicago out to the suburbs. If you can write articles about that urban to rural pattern, and some of the needs or benefits or ways that a mover can help solve some of those problems, that's great content that people will read, that will get picked up, that will get links to your website, that will get traffic to your website. So we recommend publishing blogs and FAQs on your website specifically about the hot real estate markets or solutions for some of the challenges that the hot real estate market are creating, like the need of short sales or the needs for storage. Distributing content about hot real estate topics, and even injecting current event topics like the hot real estate market in your paid advertising campaigns, because they tend to get higher click-through rates because they're more appealing to people because they address contemporary issues that people have. And then finally, you want to embrace opportunities to solve some of the pressing needs in the marketplace. For example, I mentioned the quick sales. The average time from list price to sale is happening at a lot faster pace than it used to. We're finding that some of our clients who have the ability to provide a same-day quote and schedule near-term moves are having far greater success. So if you tie a same-day quote with a virtual survey, so you can, the person calls in to get a quote, you do the virtual survey right on the spot, give them a price quote the same day, and are able to schedule a move when they need a move, your chance of selling that customer are far greater. We find that today's consumers are willing to pay extra for speed and for convenience and for service. And those three things far outweigh price considerations. So if you can provide a fast price and give them the service they need at the time they need it, they may not even look at a second option. Second thing is there's a big demand for storage right now. The storage is through the roof, and we're finding that tying storage offers in with a lot of our moving offers is helping us to sell more moving opportunities. Storage for lots of different lifestyle needs has become very big in 2020 and 2021. And with the short move cycles now, or sales cycles now, a lot of people are not able to find a new house before they sell their old house, which creates a need for short-term temporary storage. There's also a need for storage to get the house ready for sale. One of our clients, you see this ad up in the right-hand corner, has a unique program called their 333 program. 3 hours of moving, 3 storage vaults, 3 months of storage for $399. Now that's a great consumer offer, but more importantly, they're also promoting this offer to the realtors in their marketplace. So the realtors know that this moving company can help them to help their clients get their home on the market faster by decluttering and staging it, and then can help them, if their house sells quickly, to get the stuff out of their house so the new customer can go to closing and buy the house. So there's a variety of new opportunities that this marketplace has created, and if you can embrace them, there are ways for you to drive more revenue through today's marketplace. So we're finding that this marketplace is creating a raft of new opportunities, and a little bit of strategic thought, a little bit of partner outreach, and some unique novel marketing techniques can really help you benefit and take advantage and ride this real estate wave and profit from the surge. But it's important to act now because we're in the middle of this hot real estate market. It's not going to last forever, and you want to take advantage while the market's hot. So there's a lot of information I just shared with you. There's a lot more I can share, but we're limited for time. If you would like additional information on ideas to build your business in this hot real estate market, or if you want some suggestions and advice on how to make it work in your local marketplace and tied into the local trends and needs of your marketplace, by all means, give me a call. We'd love to provide you with some free advice and guidance and help you to build your business in this hot real estate market. With that, I want to thank you for your time and enjoy the rest of the summit. Bye-bye.